Hi, this video segment is about how to open and close files in C. After this video lecture, we will be able to reach four main objectives. First, we will understand the difference between file descriptors and file stream. Second, we will use file stream functions like fopen and fclose to open and close files. Third, we will learn about the file pointer, that is the main object we need to carry out I/O operation in C. Fourth, we will understand the difference about different file modes. We have two strategies for performing I/O operation in C. First, we can use file descriptors that provide a primitive low-level interface to input and output operation. Second, we can use file stream that provide a higher-level interface layer on the top of the primitive live descriptor facilities. Streams are presented as file objects. In general, you should use streams rather than file descriptor, unless there is some specific operation you want to do that can only be done on a file descriptor. In this course, we focus on the use of file streams. Both file descriptors and streams can represent a connection to a device, such as a terminal or a keyboard. But if you want to do control operations that are specific to a particular kind of device, you must use a file descriptor. You must also use file descriptor if your program needs to do input-output in special mode, like non-blocking I/O operation. A special data type for handling files is defined in stdio.io.h header file. It's called a file pointer, and it has the syntax file *fp. File pointers are very important because they are used to open, read, write, and close files. In a C program, a file pointer called file_ptr can be created with the declaration file*file_ptr. A file pointer points to a structure defined in the stdio.h header file that contains all the information about the file. This includes details about the current character and if the file is being read or written. Before a file can be read or written, it must be opened with the fopen function. Fopen takes two arguments. First, the name and location of the file. Second, a mode in which open the file. The fopen function returns the file pointer if successful, or a null value if there is a failure. There are 6 modes that can be specified as second argument of the fopen function. R for opening an existing file to read. W for opening an existing file to write. It creates a new file if none exists, or opens an existing file and discards all its previous contents. We can use A as a file mode for appending text. It opens and creates a text file for writing at the end of the file. We can use R+ for opening a text file to read from or to write to, or we can use W+ to open a text file to write to or to read from. What is the difference between R+ and W+? Both R+ and W+ can read and write to a file. However, R+ doesn't delete the content of the file, and it doesn't create a new file if such a file doesn't exist. Instead, W+ deletes all the content of the file and creates it if it doesn't exist. Finally, we have A+ file mode for opening or creating a text file to read from or to write to at the end of the file. When the modes include a B after any of the file modes, the operation relates to a binary file rather than a text file. For example, you can use RB or W+B when you want to read and write a binary file. Once a file has been successfully opened, it can be read or added to, or a new text can be written in the file, depending on the mode you specified in the call of the fopen function. The open file must be closed by calling the fclose function, specifying the file pointer as its single argument. These slides show how to use fopen and fclose in practice. In the main function, we declare first a file pointer, and then we attempt to create a file to write into. We output a message if we succeed. Then we close the file and return a zero integer. Finally, we output an alternative message if the attempts of creating a file fails. And with these slides, I'm done. Thank you.